I am slightly more people than normal.
So like, you're like a 100th of a person right now.
Yes.
Otherwise, goat.
Only 10,000th.
We had just entered the second stage of the boss fights.
Yes. So,
Oh, right.
are we live? Okay, so we ended on Mac's turn. Well, right after Mac's turn, rather. Because Mac, you were conquering the Hellrider's keep and fighting a not a pit devil, a horn devil. And Mac had just fired a shot that caused the horned devil to erupt into flames, burning off what armor scraps he had, and making him look terribly angry and possibly in need of a therapist for anger management issues.
He just needs a hug.
Yeah, possibly so. To check something back in. Alright, and he had also regained his fire thingy.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Right. Well, that happened at the end of his previous turn, but I had to go and check whether it was the case. So, his turn comes around. Okay. What's he gonna do? I think Darius closed that door.
Yes, in front of him, yes.
Yeah,
It's
I was under the impression when I did that there were two doors and I was closing just one of them, but let's call it closed.
I think you close it. Anyway, so on his turn, he's going to move up to here and let out his lance of flame again at Krivkash and Lulu, since those are the only two targets in one line. So I'd like both of them to make a saving throw, although one of them is me.
What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity.
Oh no.
That is indeed a useful thing to consider.
No.
Indeed. 12 is not enough.
It's probably a DC 15.
That is a secret.
Of course.
But it's definitely more than 12. So, and Lulu rolled an 8, so both of you take 23 fire damage.
Goodbye, Krivkash.
No, I'm still living.
Crash is still alive.
Don't forget, someone else has their turn and then he has another turn.
Luckily, that someone else is Krivkash.
Uh,
Alright.
So, what is my best healing spell? No,
Flesh
that's just an
Siren.
attack of opportunity. I need first healing and then running.
Or you could just run.
However,
Use
he does not,
disengage.
Oh
he
yeah.
does not get his fire lance back, luckily for you.
Hmm. You know what? That is actually a good idea, disengaging. Because otherwise I'm going to die now.
Well, you always have your second wind. Yep.
Yes, I did. I forgot about
It's,
that.
it's something.
It is the perfect time for it.
1d10 plus your fighter's level.
Yeah, so 1d10 plus 1, but it's a bonus action, so...
Okay, let's do that. I can still disengage when that doesn't do what I want.
Yeah.
Well, you probably still want to disengage anyway.
Yeah. 30.
30.
Clink has 50. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
how the tables have turned.
Oh, you can get to there.
Doesn't Clink have like 2 hit points left?
We can't
Yes.
see because the snake is in the way.
I have 12. I drank a potion, I think. I have no more potions left.
So yeah, I don't think I will disengage and hide behind the heroic Clink.
Okay. Then at the end of your turn, he's going towards the other 2 people. He still knows where they are.
Damn.
Hmm.
Lulu is going to use some movement to get over here. It's going to blast her trumpet again.
The chains were another enemy.
Yeah, the chainsaw. He still has a whip which he can use to hack at you, but the armor he was wearing has burned loose. No. Because if it were possible, then all the enemies would start to do the same with you, and I don't think you want that.
I would have to use sleight of hand to stab them as they try to steal it. Sleight of stab!
Yeah, you don't
Stab
have
of
actions for
hand.
that. Okay.
Hey, cutie.
I
Leave it alone.
think we're beyond persuasion right now. We should have tried it before we first tried to decapitate him.
Probably, and uses the rest of her movement to get the hell out of there. There he is.
I open the door once more. Is a pantry, I believe.
Well, you could come and join the rest of us, and we could all run away.
I think the pantry is currently outside of the door because we're getting eaten and you're not.
Mac and Granny are going to be our sacrifices here.
Well, I can always use suggestion to say to him that he has to go eat Clink.
He doesn't know
think-
who Clink is. Suggestion
I think
failure.
that, I think
Go
that
eat the
falls.
Kenku.
I think that falls under a reasonable suggestion. Yes. Anyway,
So
there
what-
he is.
What's the rules for crossing the ball bearings without falling on my ass?
It's just take 10 foot of movement, isn't it?
Is it just difficult terrain?
I think you, if let me look it up. Right, ball bearings exist out of D&D. Once again, I search for something and then forget it's something outside of D&D, and then search for the same thing but at D&D. So it's a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to not fall prone, except if you move at half speed.
Okay, I will do that thing. Alright, I'm going to shoot him through the arrow slit, as it was meant to be. Or, yes.
Okay, the first one bounces against the actual arrow slit, second one hits.
And I will push him back.
Okay.
That
It's
seems
about-
like a useful thing. And I think I have one more movement. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. So the remnant of the door is still on the floor, but it's not really closable anymore. Okay, at the end of your turn, he's lashing out his whip at Mac. Okay. That definitely hits critically.
Woo.
So Mac takes calculating things complicated.
It's the online equivalent of Dino continuously rolling dice. 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, 35 damage in total. Okay, sounds like a plan. 17. Did you get that this level? Okay, nice. Okay, Clink. No, it was level 5.
Clink has to figure out what he's going to do. He's still got Dragon's Breath running on his dragon, or his little snake. But
Yeah.
that's not going to be a good distance to go. Let's see.
Yeah. This is also your last turn of Blade Song, I think.
Yeah, probably. Luckily I've got 2 more uses of that, and I will immediately spin run on the next turn, but... Alright! Oh wait, Arcane Recovery, that's a nat feature. Shit. I don't want to go out there, guys!
This is a 3-meter tall, flaming demon. A bunch of wooden tables are not going to stop it.
Okay.
We
Okay.
already defeated half of him.
5, 10,
Gonna
15,
be
20,
okay.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Yes, he can fly. He flew over the ball bearings.
He has been flying most of the time, yes.
Thunderstep. And you don't want to be thunderstepped because 10 foot inside of you would be exploding.
You can teleport
I have to
someone
be on
with
this side. Oh yes, true. Okay. No, actually, I couldn't have anyway because I could only get to there. Or there. I literally had no more movement left getting there where I am.
Yeah.
Alright, I can see this point out here.
I can't actually see where you're pointing at.
zooming
Oh,
out.
I was pinging it.
Okay, ping it again, now I'm zoomed out.
Somewhere down here.
Can you see through walls?
I can see
We
through the arrow
see,
slit though.
we see
Okay.
very small slitters there.
Yeah,
Let's
definitely see that
say
one.
let's say you can see over here because arrow slits are more or less meant to you can only see straight through them.
True, fair enough. And that's where I go. Goodbye!
Bye, Clink. It was nice knowing you.
And
Did
the
your-
DC 14, 15 points of thunder damage.
Didn't your familiar still have the dragon's
Oh
breath?
yes, and he used that before I ran because I'm not a stupid idiot.
Yes. Well,
Sure, Silver, sure.
you may be, but Clink is supposed to be mildly intelligent.
Yes.
I knew I was going to use that too, I just forgot.
Yeah. So dexterity save.
And a con save.
Dexterity save is a critical fail.
6 points of
So
acid.
6. And then a constitution save is 16, so that's half damage. So the devil sees a small bird running up to him and then suddenly disappearing in an explosion.
clink experience.
It was it was clearly a magical spell that summoned a bird that explodes.
So
Clearly.
decides
Something,
to
something, Noida duck.
Yeah, annoyed a duck.
decides to lash out at Mac again with a 15 to hit. So Mac just manages to duck underneath the burning chain. Gisela,
I'm going to hex this guy. And then shoot my old faithful butterflies. Is the hex twice or only once?
what?
The hex damage, is it?
That's on every
Oh.
hit.
Okay.
Okay, both of those hit.
Nice.
So 16 damage. So 2 rays of butterflies hit. At the end of your turn, he
If I go stand here, can I still see him for inspiration purposes?
yes, if you are peeking around the corner.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. In which case he is going to attack at the end of your turn, the only target he can actually see. With a 13 to hit, so once again Mac manages to dodge away.
Mac, you are doing the
Mac is just
dexterity today.
dancing in place.
Don't forget, Whip has range and can make a attack of opportunity.
Yeah, they seem to be at the winning hand, but the fight is not done yet.
This is the random black guy on the roof. Those are called ballistas.
It's a ballista. I assume there would be some ammo stashed nearby.
So we're using ballistic missiles now.
Oh yes.
Ah, good idea.
Do you know the root of ballista?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Use your bonus action to dash.
I assume
Just
he's
use a
using
rogue.
his bonus action to disengage already.
Oh, bonus action to disengage rather than regular action to disengage. Yeah, that makes sense.
For everyone except Roku, it is.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you can look at the pile of rubble, so... Yeah, so you're here, about here.
Yep.
How
One floor.
How high are castle
Oh,
walls? About
you can
20
notice on
feet?
the other side. No, on the other side, the building's a blurred. So yeah, 20 feet at least.
Yeah, I think your normal movement would just get you here. Oh, right. There you go. Yeah, the other guys are currently in a fight over here, so they're not really paying you much attention. Okay.
You still
you
have a
get
free
clo-
object interaction. Kick a rock off onto his head.
Yes, yes. As you get closer, you see that conveniently someone, they apparently leave one bolt preloaded in their ballistas.
Oh.
One in the chamber.
And I was just looking up the actual rules for siege equipment because that is not something I know by heart. Apparently,
Heresy.
a ballista does 3d10 piercing damage, but loading it takes an action.
Clink will teleport up to you with a misty step next turn and help you with actions.
Okay.
He's just gonna fly up and burn
I mean-
you both.
If
Yes.
he specifically helps you in aiming, then then he can't use his action to load it. But you can. So it's probably better if he uses his action to load it, and you use your bonus action to give yourself advantage.
Load, shoot, load, shoot.
Yes. Yes. It's still a weapon.
It's a ranged
ranged
weapon,
weapon,
so it uses dexterity. So and I think sneak attack works on all ranged weapons.
So you can technically sneak attack with a trebuchet.
Suddenly
No one
trebuchet out of
expect-
the woods.
No
Yeah,
one
as long-
expects the 30-kilogram rock at 500 meters.
You see
Silent.
You see the importance of getting small street children to aim your ballistas. Anyway. Seeing you disappear over the wall, he decides to go after Gisela instead.
I was thinking it.
Actually,
Perfect.
that was his
You'll be
movement.
Perfect.
Moves his
He's,
movement.
Hello.
now, Grisella, all you need to do is do a 5-foot push up off the cliff.
He can fly.
And then he's floating 5 foot above the cliff.
Yeah, he can fly.
But once he's flying, he's useless.
What?
He's
I don't know.
He's already flying, so lashes his whip at Gisela with a 15 to hit.
No. Don't want to be hit.
Gisela uses no.
Gisela uses no.
It's
and
super effective.
I
It's
also
so
use,
effective.
And
It does
necrotic.
1 point in necrotic.
so that was my last inspiration. And I also use Sonic Ward. That's the name.
I'm
Does
going
it-
to check the wording on hacks because I don't know if it applies to this.
But dexterity saving throws, we already saw that he's crazy high with those, so probably he just evaded. But
Well,
you know,
saving throws for the first and the second stage are not necessarily exactly the same, but
he probably
Okay.
is got evaded. I think he has more dexterity now because he lost his arm.
Yeah, he's not wearing pants now, so that'll help.
okay. So hacks is when you hit it with an attack, so the necrotic damage is not on things that use saving
Okay,
throws.
so without the two.
So dexterity saving throw is a 13.
What does the image look like? From the +2 AC?
It's this grey circle-y thing around the person.
That's booming blade.
No, this one, the one I just put up.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have it twice. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he takes 5 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Not that he's not going to come back within very fast, but whatever.
Kivkash.
So
Dive through an arrow slit.
think of me fit through that arrow slit. no piece of me.
Coke has telepathy for providing stupid suggestions.
Okay, I can get out of there when I dash. And the touch was a bonus action, if I remember correctly? No, it is not. Okay, I will dash. Let me out of that stupid door. So I will dash to here. This is about as far as I can go. And use Shield of Faith on myself. In preparation of hopefully not dying. And I scream at him, "Hey, you stupid fuck! Come find someone who can fight back!" While waving my mace at him.
Okay.
Says the one who was just hiding in the pantry a moments ago.
I had to regain my breath. Also, heroically hiding is still better than attacking an old woman.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he turns towards you and tosses a bolt of flame at you. With an 11 to
Okay,
hit,
he
so
says.
it impacts the ground near your feet without actually hitting you.
That's all you can do? Come here!
Okay, Lulu is
Cowering in the pantry.
going to use part of her movement to get over here.
Part of her movement, 100 feet?
She can fly.
Lulu has a flight speed of 120 feet.
She can just get wherever she wants.
She's a yeet fist here.
She just teleports and you're too lazy to say that.
Okay, what's...
Question: the ballista reload, does that count as a whole action, or does it count as an attack part of your action?
It's a whole action. It's not
well,
an
that's-
attack if you're not attacking.
Yes, but that's a shame.
Okay, Lulu's blasting is a cone of 30 feet, so she can just reach him from here. So she's going to use the last one of those for today. Makes a saving throw, so he takes another 9 radiant damage. And given that that's pretty much the use she has for today, she is going to fly back. Darius.
Yes. Can I see him from here?
Nope.
You love Clink.
Huh.
I
Alright.
didn't mean to press that, but that was where it was funny, so.
Anyways. The usual.
Okay, 12 doesn't hit, 26 definitely hits.
And push him back just for fun.
Yes, thank you. Then I can pause.
I think
Also, I think he's just going to come closer again before it's my turn. So.
Okay.
okay,
You know,
that's-
eventually, I'll have enough Eldritch Blast to completely prevent someone from moving towards me.
Boing, boing, boing.
Those blasted Eldritch.
Okay. Anyway,
Do a pull and a push on different body parts so they spin.
Yes, well, at the end of your turn, he throws a bolt of flame at you. However, it's a critical fail, so splashes into the side of the cliff or something. Clink.
Clink uses his bonus action to cast Misty Step, teleporting him up onto the roof. Up as far as he can go, which is probably only here.
Yeah, probably just the
Would you
angle,
mind
so
moving?
Yep. So that's about here.
Clink then uses his normal movement, because he doesn't have his magic thing going at the moment, to move up to here, where he can reload the ballista, and waits till the ballista is going to reload it, because it's already loaded, and cast Necrotic Touch, which is Chill Touch, but better named.
You can't
Prepare an action and do an action.
No, sorry, I'm not preparing an action. That's where I'm going to do the action on my next turn, because Mac is out of my turn.
Fair enough. Okay. So,
13 does not hit.
No, 13 just misses. So, the necrotic hand appears somewhere nearby, but misses him.
Yeah, and just for fun, I want to show off my proper naming. Booming Blade. Alright.
At the end of your
Clink's
turn, he throws a flame at Gisela, which is a 15 to hit, which now
Yeah,
misses.
it doesn't hit. Yeah.
Thanks to the thingy, which I forgot.
It's because of my magic instrument that we got from the rich guy at the end of.
It increases her AC by 2 if she uses an inspiration die for anything.
Yeah, and I used it this round. Yeah, it's only for a round, but.
Yeah. So it's a mini shield spell. Okay, which means it's Gisela's turn.
And then I lose the extra AC. Okay, I'm gonna go running. I can get to here. Let me start up the... Is there a limit to the number of uses of oral vitality? Or I can just use it every turn as long as it's alive.
Yeah, oral vitality is, well,
Okay.
it's 10 uses because it lasts a minute.
Yeah. Okay, but I think I'll better use it next turn because big chance that I get attack hit and just lose my concentration before I can heal anyone. So then I can dash to get here.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he throws a flame after you with a 14 to hit, which hits, and I don't think you have anything to stop it with at this point. Okay, in that case you get hit for 25 fire damage.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to use a concentration spell. I just 25 it was.
25, yes. Okay, Mac.
I'm prepared to reload on my next turn, which will be before yours, so you can fire again.
I have. You can try to hide behind Clink or something, I guess.
Yes, hide behind, or just lie on the floor and then hide.
Probably there's a floor in between you two, so. Okay, you're definitely hidden.
Accidentally goes invisible.
Yep.
Ka-chunk. Holy Jesus.
Okay, the first one was enough, but
It's the same damage for both of them.
Almost the same
Right.
attack.
okay, 22 definitely hits, so the ballista bolt flies over and hits him in the shoulder for, what was that, 45? No, 35 damage. Nice.
Now you've got
Shit.
one more attack left this turn, haven't you? Oh, you don't have double attack. I thought you had 2 attack.
No,
Oh, wait,
rogue,
no, it's twin shot.
rogue. Yeah,
Right.
You cannot instantly reload a ballista.
No.
Just drag
If
the
it
other
had been
one.
loaded and I had prepared to reload, would that be able to do it?
no, because he still only has one action.
Oh, you know, but the 2-shot attack.
No, because it's specifically his magic weapon that can do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and his turn comes around. Uses his movement to get.
Throwing fireballs is not magic.
No, he's
No.
throwing actual fire.
Okay. Ah, here he is again.
He's throwing
becomes-
globs of devilish napalm.
Yeah.
He's just throwing
So-
thermodynamics at you.
Gets
Oh.
closer, lashes out his tail at Gisela.
Thermodynamics, it truly is hell.
Which is a 24 to hit. So Gisela takes 11 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 20 feet away.
Hunt.
Okay, Kivkash.
Charge.
Not quite. Was that preserve life? You can use your channel divinity. It's an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay. Well, I'm still
But
going
it's
to
a lot
use
of healing.
it. Exactly. So, I'm to use my channel divinity for in total 25 hit points. I'm going to give myself 13 of those up to my half health, and that's leaving 12 hit points. And Lulu isn't being especially helpful in this combat right now. 'Cause
Yeah, she used all 3 of her powerful
Yeah,
attacks.
she gets 3 of those a day, so she's out. Next turn, she's just going to run away.
So basically, don't worry about her.
yeah. So Gisela is going to get 12 hit points.
Yay!
And I can't really do anything anymore right now.
Snap defeat in the jaws of victory.
You could do something like spiritual weapon with your bonus action, but other than that,
His spiritual, his weapon hole.
I don't think the spiritual weapon is going to do much to him. Doing the
Literally
things he
anything
can.
more than 0 would be good.
I just have to distract him and keep him from attacking you. So I'm going to go in there. Charge! And then they stand there
Okay.
looking at him because I don't have any actions left.
okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to lash his tail out at you, which is a 25 to hit. So you take
It
7
doesn't hit, right? He has shields.
No, Shield of Fate adds 2 AC.
Yeah, 21 plus 5 is 26, right?
No,
Shield of
Shield of Fate is
Fate
2.
adds 2 AC. But it's a concentration spell that lasts a minute compared to Shield, which is
the shield, yeah.
one
it's
round.
different
Until I
spells. Okay.
So Krivkash takes a reduced 7 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 20 feet away.
That's
What
against
was
me.
the save
I'm
again
gonna
for
take
concentration
that
spell?
damage.
Constitution saving throw.
I know. I'm gonna take that damage.
Oh, okay. In that case,
but-
Krivkash does not take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
and I'm gonna reduce it by 1d6.
Can you just take over someone else's damage?
Darius
Yeah.
has his magic weapon, magic object that lets him do that.
Oh.
I think
It's a magic tape measure.
couple of
Yeah.
times per day.
How much was it?
It
7?
was 7, so now 4.
And does that mean you also take the 20 foot of movement?
No,
No,
but
because
I
that
think
doesn't
my,
make any sense.
I think my teleportitis is kicking up.
Poof.
I took a little more than 20 feet, I think.
Okay, nice. That's your reaction.
Yeah, I cannot see my token anymore, so
Okay, I'm going to move it and put it back.
thank you.
Is that okay? Lulu is going to use her action to disengage and move out of the way.
Run! Run!
Running away, tooting.
Fly! Fly!
Fly, you fools!
Darius,
Yes.
It's your reaction back.
Put that reaction back. Excellent. And I think you know where this is going.
yeah. Okay, 14 hits, 13 doesn't.
Corn, you want me to push him away or no?
No, keep him right there. Because
All right,
because
very
when
well.
he's away, he doesn't get any attacks of opportunity. We have to get everything to keep him there. Just away from Clink and Mac.
Mac.
Okay. Yeah, at this point his AC isn't exactly a mystery anymore. We have a 14 hits and a 13 not. Okay, at the end of your turn he's going to lash his tail at Krivkash again. It is a critical fail, so he doesn't even get in near Krivkash but pounds the ground instead. Clink.
Clink will first reload the gun with his action,
Okay.
not the gun, and then using 5 foot of movement, he'll step forward and throw his keep snake where his keep snake has gone.
You left it downstairs.
Yep.
Misty
So we're
Step
taking
doesn't,
it with him.
Misty Step
Oh,
doesn't let you take people with you.
Oh, right, okay. Well, in that case, he doesn't step. Instead, keep snake. How much movement does keep snake have? I forget.
Probably
Where's Keep
60.
Snake?
60 feet of flight.
Keep Snake and go
Okay.
through one of the shooting holes and then take the
10,
stairs.
20,
I mean,
30.
here's the snake. If anyone can go through a narrow hole,
Yeah,
it'll be Keep Snake.
Yeah,
go through
probably.
shooting holes and then through the stairs.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Okay, so 60 foot is not going to be enough for Keep Snake to be able to do anything, and so I don't really have anything else I can do with my turn.
But you reloaded the ballista, that's already.
But I did reload the ballista.
Yeah.
So that's my turn.
Okay.
Enjoy ballista, you freak.
He once again lashes his tail at Krivkash with a 26 to hit.
Okay.
So Krivkash takes 9 bludgeoning damage reduced and is pushed 20 feet away.
Welcome to the club.
And Constitution saving throw to keep concentration.
Nope.
Nope. Gisela.
I start to glow. I use Aura Vitality as my action, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to restore some hit points for Krivkash.
Life juice.
It's without the hex.
Okay, Krivkash regains 9 hit points.
Necromancy! Is necrotic healing good for... Would necrotic healing be good for Huey?
Maybe.
Well, funnily, Aura of Vitality is actually the only healing spell that can heal the undead.
But
Or
not with
one-
necrotic.
One of the only ones, because it's one of the few ones that doesn't specify that it doesn't work on undead.
I'm going to go stand next to Lulu.
Okay, and you're concentrating.
And I'm concentrating right now, yes.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he throws a flame at Darius.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a 25 to hit.
Ooh.
So that's 14 fire damage, which is half to 7.
It's a little spicy.
Mildly spicy. Okay, Mac.
It's like what they give you when they say, "Oh yeah, this is spicy," but it's kind of not that spicy.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Well, I guess I didn't have to wait long.
Katunk.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Boomer headshot.
Okay, Ballista bolt flies into his other shoulder, and he
And removes
roars in pain and pulls it out. He's still alive, but starting to get pretty wounded at this point. I think this needs to be an actual action, because you need to take a bolt and put it in and then wind up the whole thing and
It's okay. That's what Clink is up here for.
yeah. And you also already used your bonus action to give yourself advantage. Okay. So his turn comes around. He closes the distance, lashes his whip at Krivkash.
I should have had fucking Snake hold his action to spray.
Yes, you should have.
Fuck.
Wait, whose action is that?
The snakes.
Oh,
It's
that
the
action.
snakes.
Snake is
Because the
a
snake just acts on my turn and can only spray.
Okay.
He can move and he can spray. He can't actually do other normal attacks.
yeah.
Wait, hold up. Keep Snake is Frank. It's the snake whose saliva is just slightly grosser than normal.
Although the having no, never mind.
You know all those spells that make it permanent after like a year's worth of casting? That's what I'm trying to do with Keep Snake.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. So the chain devil whips his whip at Krivkash, because words are complicated, with a 20 to hit.
Haha!
So Krivkash just manages to raise his shield, and the flaming whip impacts it.
Haha! I love in his face. At his impotence.
Okay.
I've got pills for that, you know?
And
Don't!
At the end of his turn, he seems to get his flaming thingy back for next turn.
Oh, no.
Oh wow.
Kivkash.
No standing on a line.
I guess. No, that doesn't help me. I will do the sensible thing and smack him. See if I get the stupid booming blade to work. Do your thing. It worked. No, it didn't.
It didn't.
It doesn't matter anyway.
No. You swing at him with your mace, but miscalculate the distance. So at the end of your turn, he I forget the word. Attacks back with his whip with a 22 to hit.
Damn it.
So that's reduced 8 slashing and 6 fire damage. So 14 in total. Lulu uses her turn to look concerned. Yes.
All 6 seconds of it.
I'm going to backpedal a little bit.
Okay.
And blast him.
Okay. 23 hits, 8 doesn't. He takes another 6 force damage. Do you want to push him?
Is there any reason not? Like, is Keepsnake going to have a malice?
No,
from being too close?
keep Snake
No, it's
is
a saving throw attack.
Okay, then I will push him.
Okay.
Keep Snake also has a cone of acid, so just aims in whatever direction he feels like.
At the end of your turn, he's going to whip at Krivkash again with an 11 to hit, so impacts his armor but doesn't actually deal any damage. Clink.
Clink will reload the cannon. Keep Snake comes over here and sprays.
Okay, spray away.
Oh, wait, I forgot to press the button, didn't I? Where's my spell? There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Okay. Dex save. 21, half damage. So 5 acid damage.
Then Clink uses his movement speed to stand up on the edge. Where is he? Up here. And piss off onto the top of the demon. Because why not? Then
Okay.
zip up and remove back in place.
You are an extremely fast pisser, I have to say.
I look up at Clink, wipe the
All
few drops
6
of Sippy off
seconds.
my face, give him a finger, and turn back to the demon.
Okay. At the end of Klink's turn, the devil whips at Keepsnake.
It was tiny but dies immediately.
Yeah, I
Of
probably
AC
died.
14.
Well, that's a critical hit.
Yeah, I separated that.
Keep Snake is spread across the next 3 states.
So Keepsnake takes 28 damage.
Keep Snake is dead. Delete.
Okay. Oh well, he took a critical hit for you.
Oh, tiny friend.
That pop sound. That means he's actually fully dead, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No.
he
Yeah.
got like 5 times his total health points.
Pop.
Sorry.
Well,
You're,
that was
you're really,
good.
really dead
Oh,
if you get 2
something.
times your normal hit points as damage.
Yeah. Basically. Alright, Gisela.
Gisela will measure the distance. I am 30 foot away from Krivkash. I will heal Krivkash. Without
Okay.
any necrotic damage.
Okay, Krivkash regains 9 hit points.
And I butterfly beam the guy. And I missed twice.
Yes, you do.
How far did his breath thing go?
Oh, was a 30-foot line.
Then he can reach me. I'm out. I'm going to stand over here.
Yeah, well, this one doesn't really work diagonally, but yeah.
I know.
Okay, at the end of your turn, lacking a you as a target, well, you did miss him anyway, he's going to whip at Krivkash again. With a 14 to hit, so once again impacts his armor but doesn't deal any damage. Mac,
Time to kill him.
okay.
Sneak attack with a fixed mounted ballista.
Okay. The bolt impacts the
Sharpshooter
ground
now.
next to him.
Cling smacks Mac
But
on the back
misses.
of the head.
Okay. So on his turn, he moves over here and lets out his lance of flame at Krivkash and Darius, who both make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry. Okay. Nice. Okay, both of you make the saving throw, which means you only take 5 fire damage each.
So that means I take 2, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
Does not get his fire lance back at the end of his turn. Krivkash.
I will do something other, just whacking him, but
Just whack him. I'm just shooting butterflies every turn, so.
yeah, but so clicking on the booming blade button, clicking on the mace, and it worked.
It's not thunder damage for whatever reason, but it hits. Okay, give
It's
him
just
a
3.
solid whack with your mace, enveloping him in booming energy. And you take 3 fire damage from the flames dancing around his body.
That's why I should have done something else but whacking him.
He's-
Now I know.
It's a very hot and sexy devil.
I mean, you could tell by how he burned off his clothing.
Yes.
Am I going to invite him to move?
I'll go and poke him, and then he'll have to move to melee you. So
Yeah,
if you go to like over to this bed, then you'll be out of line of sight, and he'll have to move.
That's an idea, yeah. I'll go here and hope that Darius hits with his pushy stuff. He's always being so pushy.
At the end of your turn, he retaliates with his whip, which is a 26 to hit. So you take a reduced 11 damage.
Is that all you can do? I spit my blood into his face.
Okay. Lulu is not going to do very much. Darius.
I guess I dodged that fire so well last turn, I can't see my token anymore.
Okay, does that help?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you. I'm going to blast him. Same as always. Same as always.
Okay.
I'm also going to expend. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes. Spend 4 of my healing dice on Grifkash.
Okay. So Krivkash regains 13 hit points. Okay. And this one, I assume, gets blasted 10 feet away.
Yes.
So at the end of your turn, throws flame at you in retaliation, which is 18 to hit. So you take 17 fire damage, which means 8, practically speaking.
How much HP do you have left? Your
3.
your dragon is in the way. 3.
Okay. Clink.
Loading the ballista.
Think reloads the ballista.
And
Yeah.
And Clink, having nothing else he can do at the moment, will just step back here and end his turn.
okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to close the distance, taking the booming damage, because he's not being very smart at this point. Moves back over here, where he can... yeah, up here. Someone roll the booming blade damage for me.
What was that?
It's supposed to be 2d8, so I think there's a separate button for it called booming blade.
I don't.
Yeah, this one here.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so I takes 6 thunder damage from moving closer. Gisela.
Do I heal Krivkash or Darius? What's the best thing, do you think?
I don't know. I got 3 hit points.
Yeah.
I would like healing.
I will heal Darius. Let's see how close I am.
You don't have to roll for Darius, by the way.
Just
You get the maximum amount
Yep.
anyway?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
As,
Okay,
as
so
long as his familiar is nearby.
I have to go stand at least here to be able to reach you. So now I heal you. It's an... I'll check what the dice
It's
do.
2d6, I think,
2d6,
so
12.
so you gain 12 hit points.
yay.
You probably also should keep counter of how many times you've used it.
Yes, I did. I put the other resource in here. I started
okay.
at 10
That's-
and now it's at 7.
Okay, as long as you keep it in, because I assume that after the fight is done, you're going to use up the rest of
use
them.
everything else for...
Yes. So
and then this, of course. Oh no, I know, I turned off the hex. Can
Okay.
I just...
yeah, you
hex
can
separately?
roll it separately by clicking on it, and both of those hits, so roll 2 of them.
Where do I... No, don't click on it there at least.
No,
Maybe
on your
here?
attacks. No, on your attack. The thing you normally put a tick next to, you can also click on the word itself.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything.
It's-
I can click on the 1d6 next to it. Okay.
Okay, so that's 14 damage in total.
Okay, I'm going to stand here.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he lashes out his tail at Krivkash. But it impacts the bat next to Krivkash instead of Krivkash, because it's only a 9 to hit. Mac. Okay. Aiming the ballista more roughly straight downwards at this point, you manage to get the bolt lodged in the center of his skull, and he lets out a final roar before the flames around him dim and go out, and he topples over with a heavy thud.
Okay, and now in the next seconds, I'm healing everyone up with the rest of my spell with it before it disappears. So who do I do first? I'll roll for one for Darius. You just get the 12.
Yes.
So then I have 6 left. Then one.
Roll one
Krivkash.
for Clink.
I still added the necrotic.
Necro,
You have to
man.
calm down because I can only heal people within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, okay. Clink jumps down.
So 5.
You know, you don't
Where's
have
my
to
arch
jump
piece then?
down. There's
There's a wall.
perfectly-
How
There's a-
much? Just,
Fine, we'll use the stairs.
Okay, I'll one for Clink,
Ooh, Clink is now not dead.
another one for Darius.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
maximum. One for me. 7. And I have 3. I have 3 left. One for Mac.
Do I put you guys back down?
Yes, please.
2
Sure
left.
thing.
One for Krivkash.
There you go. I think I put you on top of each other. There.
And then one for Lulu. And that's the last one. So, Dino, you can add 10 for Lulu.
Okay.
All right, let's stuff him in the sack. Gonna take some doing.
Clink stuffs
Take
the,
my lunch knife and start cutting off his head. But carefully keeping the bolt lodged in there.
Just going to put an entire ballista bolt into your bag of holding.
Yes.
It's fine.
I don't think it fits through the opening.
It's
Yeah.
too big, too heavy, and probably also more or less fixed to the wall.
If only we still had Krat.
And we
Then-
had a
then we
bunch
could-
of broken ballista pieces.
No, then we could have Mac ride on Krat's shoulders with the ballista.
I don't think Krat is that mighty.
All right. So
So now we have, if we ever get to the demons again, we have the head to show them.
Yes.
So as you catch your breath from the fight upstairs also seems to come to an end.
How convenient!
How convenient, yes.
Could be the scary halfling with the big ballista that scares the other devils into submission.
So the people with Raven Guard come back downstairs. They seem to be carrying one of their friends who is unconscious, but seems to have been patched up to the point that he's not bleeding out. And comes
I
in.
use
bleeding
a
in.
healer's kit to have him regain 1 hit point?
That's
I
not
don't
a
think I
thing you
have it.
can do with a healer's kit.
No. Okay.
It is a thing I can do with healing might, though.
I think it's a certain feat
It's,
that lets you do
there's
it.
feat that lets you do
Yeah,
it, yes.
but I didn't take it. Okay.
Yeah, so they just use the healer's kit to stabilize him now.
There. Now he has 3 hit points. He can walk
Okay.
home.
Okay, he comes back to consciousness and seems. I forgot the word.
Grateful.
Grateful, yes, grateful.
Thankful.
He
Yes.
come
Now
look at.
Now
Are
you
you-
can walk yourself home. Aren't you glad?
He's definitely glad. They look at your handiwork in appreciation with speeches of man. That's a big one.
Well, now he's a bit smaller because we cut off his head.
I
Still,
feel like Krivkash is still busy doing that with his
Butter knife.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
knife instead of one of our many daggers.
all right. So, while you probably take a short rest or something, they scour the rest of the building, but it's
That's
clear.
a good idea. Welcome back, Inspiration Die.
Okay, so you can all take a short rest. Krivkash and Mac are Krivkash and Darius are out of their resources, so you can just use your hit dice and whatever other stuff you have.
And I use the Song of Rest, of course, for everyone that uses a hit dice.
That's
Extra 1d6 to the
1d6.
first hit dice you use.
Clink will use his arcane recovery here, and that
Yep.
gives me
What was it? A D6 or
one level
D4?
3.
A d6.
D6. After they've decided that the rest of the building is clear, the Hellriders also walk over, and between the lot of them starts to clearing the pile of rubble that you are currently standing on.
Maybe we should not stand on it.
Yeah. Does Lulu heal herself up too with the hit dice?
Oh yeah, she probably does. How many does she have? 8. So she probably needs. Let's start with 1.
She gets the extra d6 too if she wants.
6 plus 1. So that's 6. She probably uses another one. And one last one. Okay, she's mostly up. Used 3 hit dice. I should probably save that somewhere.
We lost a friend, but we gained an army. And by friend, I mean the keepsnake.
Well, he's Keepsnake is not gone forever, luckily.
Luckily,
Only
he's not
temporarily
come
lost. Unfortunately, there are no remains.
Yeah, he's just deconjured.
Even if there would be otherwise with that damage, I don't know.
It would damage less than a ballista arrow, I'm pretty sure.
I think whatever remains there would just be torn apart by the string of the ballista, because they would not have the consistency of a very heavy wooden stake. Anyway, so between them. They take a while to clear the pile of rubble. You also note Rhea walking off for a few minutes and going into the building over here and coming back with a piece of paper she puts in her pocket.
Hmm.
After a while, the rubble is cleared.
You actually got another map for that.
Yes, as is proper. And they, during the clearing, also shouted downwards that they were in fact allies and not devils clearing the rubble, because that is probably something the people downstairs want to know.
And something the devils themselves would never do.
Well, I assume they have some sort of passwords between them and stuff.
Hmm.
Because they did occasionally use the message spell to communicate between them, like once a week or something. Otherwise, they would not have come here without knowing for sure they're actually still alive. So, Ravenguard goes downstairs to meet with them. If you want, you can join them,
I want.
Yes.
just to see
No,
the...
I'll just sit out here and be bored.
I
Fair
want to
enough.
see all the graceful faces. And the graceful faces as well.
Where are we going?
To the bottom. The cellar.
Down the hole.
Well, these guys are prepared.
Yes. So,
Hello.
Ravenguard is also here, so you see a lot of grateful people. Does anyone else want to go downstairs? Because I'm just going to put... Okay.
Oh, downstairs.
Yes, in the hole.
Oh, that's actually a hole. I thought it was a map out there.
No, that's the hole to the cellar where the Hellriders are currently stuck.
Yes, I will go down there.
You'll go down the hole. Clink will stay above the hole.
Oh, sorry.
Oh well, doesn't matter either way.
Okay. So, you come into a corridor where they were keeping guard, just in case, but seeing that you're in fact human and not devils, they seem very happy and go
I
back.
feel offended.
Yeah, not human. In fact, none of you, the only human between you is Ravenguard. You are humanoids and not devils. They go back and tell the rest of them, their friends, that they are free at last.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, quick question. When I ritual cast level 1 spell, that uses a spell slot, right?
Nope.
No? Okay, well
point
I'm
of
ritual
ritual-
casting Find Familiar while I'm up here.
Yeah. The point of ritual casting a spell is that it doesn't take a spell slot.
Fair enough. Cool. While they do their thing, I'm going to be summoning Keep Snake too.
Yeah.
You still need the reagents though, right?
Yeah, it still takes 10 gold off stuff.
Charcoal, incense, and herbs. They have
You
to be
have-
consumed by fire. I have more than 10 gold. Oh wait, no I don't. I actually don't have 10 gold.
Yeah, spell components you also have to actually buy, not just use gold.
Yeah.
It's charcoal and incense, which has to be burnt in a brazier. I think Darius may have some spares.
I already used my consumables. I just have the brazier.
That's okay. We'll sort that out at some point.
Yeah, but spell components you actually need to buy in advance and not just produce on the spot with some...
Unless the spell component is gold.
You probably can make the charcoal, but the incense and herbs may be a bit harder to make from wood.
We'll have to ask our friends at the High Hall.
We just
if
need
they
to borrow
have
a
any,
druid.
they have any left.
So they go back into the larger area to tell their friends that they are in fact awake. As Gisela comes closer, she notices that this seems to be a armory that they have repurposed for camping. So lots of closets with weapons and armor. And at the end of the wall, there is a large memorial wall which has names of all the Hellriders that originally went into the Hellride many centuries ago, or at least that's what the stories tell, because it's been long enough that it's wrapped in literary tradition. So what are details and what is literature is not entirely clear. But as you come closer, you notice that some of the names on the wall are glowing a fiery orange.
Hey, that looks special.
Demons!
What's that about? I ask in general to whoever wants to answer. And I point at the fiery thing.
Some people shrug. They say, well, they've been doing that since the city fell, but we have no idea why.
Lady Yale, what was the name of the leader of this first circle of hell again? Zariel?
Zariel.
Okay, it's not. Okay, I want to write down these 4 names somewhere.
Yes. Well, this is a handout, so it's in your handout. Incidentally, Gisela, give me a history check.
A history check. Do I get advantage on that? Because it's devil stuff? Or no?
It's not devil stuff, it's
Okay, then
Elturel
I
stuff,
will
so
not.
just a history check. Okay, you remember at least the first... wait. Let me check the actual handout. You at least recognize the name of Olantius and Yael as occurring at the center of some of the stories about the original Hellride.
Oh, so these were probably 4 really important people, or
Well-
at least 2 really important people.
Well, most of the stories are about many of the stories that still go about Hellride seem to go about Lord Olantius, who rides into hell to save his wife, Lady Yael. Although the exact reason and way they do so is varies between the different stories.
Maybe they're still alive. But probably everyone on this wall has turned into demons, and 4 of them are glowing, so maybe these 4 didn't.
Maybe those 4 are greater devils.
Yeah, maybe they're probably important.
Found a list for our dungeon crawls.
But 2 of them rode into hell instead of just dying like the others.
Well, the others presumably also rode into hell, but
Ah, okay.
well, if the names are not fictional, but you recognize those 2 names at least. So, you also note that they had started to dig a hole through the wall to possibly escape through the cliff at the back, but had not gotten super far in yet.
Probably for the best.
Well, it's better than being stuck here, but
Wouldn't want to collapse the whole underground on them.
yeah, well,
They are soldiers, not miners, after all.
possibly
And they're
so.
not dwarves.
Which means they're probably not smart enough to know they're soldiers and not miners.
Some of them are dwarves, possibly.
Well,
Uh,
dwarves.
Maybe one or two, but most of them are human, I think. Dwarves tend to live a bit closer to mountains, I think. So, they start to gather whatever they can easily carry on the track back and climb back upwards.
I first tell them what we discovered about why Hellriders become devils.
Okay, most of them go through a brief crisis of faith.
Well, we
And
couldn't
seem-
give you all good stuff. We can also bring you some bad news.
Yes, well. And then somewhat dejectedly go on doing what they were doing. And Ravengard tells you that he plans to take them back to the High Hall and asks, so what are you guys up to?
We were
Convalescence.
going to fetch some stuff for Mr. I don't know what's his name was again.
Ontar.
The antlers.
Ontar.
Yeah, for Ontar at the Black Antlers. I thought we were going to do that.
Okay, well, best of luck. And thanks for the help here. You did very well.
Yes, we did.
Without your
Yes.
help, we would not be able to walk out of here with no losses, so...
We'll be back.
We will remind him in our prayers. Or at least Hellriders and Paladins will, because they are pretty religious.
Yes, his name was Keepsnake.
Okay, I will tell them. Yeah.
And he didn't have to suffer, it was quick.
Yes. Very quick.
We, on the other hand, we did have to suffer.
You all seem fairly healthy, so...
Guy just healed us up. I know magical music!
Yes, I noticed.
I just glow sometimes.
Seems like a less tactical thing to do, but you do you. Alright. Once the conversation is over, he and his now pretty large troop of people start to head back towards the High Hall, carrying whatever gear they can carry easily. Rhea waves you by as she walks along with them. Oh,
Hey
right.
Rhea, was that your house that you went in?
Well, I went into our bedroom to retrieve some personal things that I had to leave behind once we had to flee the fortress.
I already figured something like that.
Yeah.
Good on you.
All right, she says. That reminds me. I found this thing. I found this thing downstairs. We have a spare, so I thought Mac might want one. And she hands you a small wooden stick. An enchanted wooden stick, which is the same kind of shield that she has been using to put down.
You can put it in the ground and then it becomes a shield for you.
I'm just going to assume you identify this as soon as you have some time, which is now, so...
Or she could just tell us.
Well, yes, that would be the logical thing to do, yes. That done, she picks up what she was carrying again and gives you a wave and walks on with the rest of the group.
Nice painting.
Yeah, I used a photo and auto painter to make it an illustration.
You found a photograph of a three-headed dragon with a horse and a knight?
Now,
Whoa.
Pavis is a historical type of shield that was actually used. So this was a photograph of an actual one of those. Yeah. So a Pavis is basically a shield for archers. So it has something at the back that lets it stand upright, and they would put them down and then shoot arrows from behind them.
But this is a magical one which folds itself.
Yes.
Thank you. Meg is really happy with it.
She seems pleased with this. All right, so your short rest has been finished, I think. So let us head back to the overmap.
Ooh, I'm zoomed in at a pretty random point.
Yes, so you are currently over here. And the pair of black antlers is over here, so which route do you wish to take?
I'd say go through this small path over the bridge that we haven't crossed before. Just like the shortest route. And since I'm apparently the only one with an opinion,
Okay, I hear no complaints, so you start to do so. As you walk down this path, you can see over the edge and see the river Styx several hundred feet below.
yes, stealth.
Yeah.
Stealthing is always good.
Okay.
I'm super good
Stealth
at
is
it.
a good idea here.
Especially with all our long-term resources depleted.
Yes, Cornflake, you should be rolling with disadvantage.
All right. Sorry.
I'm just talking loudly with Darius while everyone else
Yeah.
is trying to stealth.
15 for me.
Yeah, 15 is not bad. Okay, let's see what Lulu gets. Stealth. That's a
Just wonder
dexterity
how
check.
a yellow floating elephant can be stealthy.
Well, she flies very quietly, so because she rolls an 18, so. Okay.
I look
so
around me wondering where she went and I'm startled when she's right next to me.
8,
Very
20,
startling.
28, 4, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed someone. 8, 20, 28, 4, 15, 8. Oh, right, I missed Lulu. Divided by 6 is 15 and a half. Okay.
Which is pretty good.
Indeed.
Incidentally, I do like the implication based on the stealth, like the group stealth rules, that it doesn't matter how loud you are as long as you bring enough ninjas with you.
Well, I think the implication is that eventually the ninjas just pick you up and carry you.
And find your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Not to yell.
Well, less jokingly, the general idea is that it's like you imitate your more capable friends in moving quietly and in the right places, not to make sounds or be spotted or something. Like Mac is going in front and then holding up a hand, and then you all stop, and then he says, "Go, go, go," you know, that kind of stuff. So as you get nearer the bridge, you note that There are a couple of devils also standing on it, because of course there are.
Yes, but that would have been the same at the other bridge, probably. So,
Well, the other one you emptied yesterday, so
well,
who
it's not
knows
like
what
devils
some
can't.
there is.
It's not like they can't move in a day.
That's true. Who knows? Also, someone give me a perception check.
Oh.
You know how to use your eyeballs.
I presume it involves sight, sound, or smell.
Yeah, sight.
Clink is currently cleaning out his eyeballs. That's why he can't see anything.
Yeah. Well, Krivkas Jr. has +3 but advantage, and Mac has +7 but not advantage, so close. Anyway, so Krivkas Jr. and Mac both note that these are devils that do not seem to be wearing scraps of armor from the orders of Eltrel.
Oh, they're actual devils.
Well, the other ones are actual devils too. They just haven't got a history.
In fact, they seem to be wearing more or less haphazard smattering of armor pieces and stuff.
Are they wearing dresses made of stakes and were born that way?
Possibly so, possibly so. So, I'm going to take you to the map. The bridge, which coincidentally exactly looks like the other bridge.
What a coincidence!
It's just coincidentally that it has been damaged in exactly the same place.
It's probably built by the same architects.
Yes,
They just commissioned 2 bridges at once.
and hit by the same meteors.
Yes.
Shit like that happened in Wellington, and we had to sue the architect.
Because it was damaged by 2 meteors at exactly the same places.
Yes. Yes. Well, actually, an earthquake caused a I-beam to fall inside the building and took the building and the building next to it down. Or at least it locked them off so they couldn't use them. They had to both be demolished. It was kind of bad.
I thought they had like accidentally passed the bridge by reference.
It's actually the same bridge in 2 places at once.
Yeah.
It's actually only in one place at once, but you can't go to both places at the same time, so...
Has anybody seen those bridges at a party together?
The one bridge
No,
is
the
just
bridge
the
is-
other bridge wearing losses.
The bridges are literally in a party together. D&D
So-
bridges and all that.
So you are currently still a bit off the map, but I already put you on the map. If you enter the map, they're probably going to see you because it's fairly open space and you come from above.
Hmm.
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 Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
There's 2 bearded devils and one I don't recognize.
Do
Yeah,
I
the other-
recognize that one?
Give me a religion check with advantage.
Hey, Clink does!
Okay. Clink, for once, paid attention in class and recognizes this as a salt devil, which is a more less frequently occurring type that mostly only occurs on certain layers of hell because it feels more at ease in a dry climate.
He's a salty bastard.
Is
He's
holy water
also-
more effective against him?
Probably.
Also known as an Eve player.
I look at him, he's like, are you fucking retarded kind of way? And
Clink points at him and goes, "Okay, Boomer." No, wait, necrotic touch. That one.
You're
Are
really
you
far
even-
away.
are you even in range?
No, because we're not even
120
on the
feet.
map
Thank you very
yet.
much.
We're not on the map yet.
You are
That's-
currently.
Yes, we are. Oh, 190 feet. Then maybe not.
That's 200 feet, and you are currently further away than your tokens on the map.
Okay. Well then.
Because you,
Yeah.
You should. That would be actually hilarious if he took his head off from this distance. No, mate, we should go up and murder them.
Yeah, that's probably the way to go. Murder them.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah, can
Give me a
Mac do
second. Okay.
Oh, there's no keep snake now.
Can
Delete.
roll initiative. All right. I just
Well, Clink is not doing anything this turn.
right. As you run closer to get into position, they notice you, of course, and shout at you. Do you want to cross? It's only once soul coin to cross.
Hey, we have a soul coin.
You idiots, we don't want to pay.
I have an empty soul.
No. I whisper quietly. We give them the soul key coin, but we go up really close to them, and then we stab them in the eye when they're not expecting it.
No, we just killed them right here.
No, but we've got a real soul coin here, so we just hold it up and say, yeah, we're willing to pay. Go up and then sneak attack. Yes, let's do
Okay,
that.
fine.
So, what do you answer?
We're gonna cross over. We wave the soul coin and say, yeah, sure, we'll pay. And we get up nice and close.
I don't want to get too close.
And
Okay.
Clink is gonna run into the middle of them and thunder step.
Okay. Okay. So, who is talking to them? Exactly. Okay.
Clink.
A
And now Clink has to do a
deception check.
against my what roll?
A deception check,
Oh, deception. Sorry. Yes.
because you're
And
apparently you're apparently lying to them. So, okay.
I'm actually pretty good at lying.
Which card? Which card? Ah. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. If I can get there, that's a good
Okay.
idea.
He seems to be a bit wary, and says, "You stay over there. I'll come closer and put the agreement on the ground, and then step back again."
Oh, we have to sign an agreement.
Okay. I put the coin here and then step back and wait.
What?
Ah. Wait, I
Yeah.
thought the agreement was the coin. Wait, what?
Devils do nothing without a written agreement.
Yeah, you'll have to.
Fair enough.
he's
Wait,
a
Clink is a
wizard. Alleged.
Clink can do forges, but their contracts are magical, not ticklish. But I could add a clause in it, so long as I can hide it with invisible ink or something.
Are they magical until they're...
You'll
Fine.
have to attack them when they're at their closest, I think.
Yes, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till they get close enough, and then I'm going to surprise them with me charging forward and thunderstepping
Okay, so the
or thunderwave.
Salt Devil walks up to here, magically produces a piece of parchment, and then puts it on the ground.
When he's there, I roll my initiative to make a sneak attack.
Okay, I'm going to roll initiative for them as well, because he actually beat your
Well, yes, clearly.
deception roll, so
But-
he doesn't entirely trust you.
But does he beat my stealth roll? Stealthily charge! No.
Okay, so I'm just
No, I can just withdraw my dagger really quickly.
for practical reasons, I'm just going to skip to Clink's turn in the initiative and then roll from there.
Okay, fair enough. Clink is first. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit. Alright, Clink uses his bonus action to start Blade Song. So I have 1 minute of Blade Song.
Okay.
And so I'm on the that side.
Clink starts whistling the Doom theme.
35 foot of charge. And I could thunderstep, but there's no one else around, so it'd be a bit of a waste. Or I could stab him in the face. I'm gonna stab him in the face. The first attack is with the booming blade. The next attack is with the regular stabby. I've already used my bonus action, but he has booming bladed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I still have like 15 foot of movement, but I'm not going to cause a attack of opportunity. That'd be stupid.
Yeah, you have-
Oh
normal.
yes, you're right. So I get to move 15 foot. Yeah, over to here.
Huh.
Okay, as he's putting down the contract, you run up to him, stab him twice, and he growls and pulls his scimitar. Not being a fan of being stabbed, most people aren't, so
But I do a magical cartwheel and he can't even attack me because I'm awesome.
So, the bearded devil, being lacking in any kind of range attacks, is going to use his movement and dash to get here. Gisela.
See,
have to
Clink's plans are
check.
good.
My range. 105 foot. Okay, I'll go stand over here so I can reach him and then shoot at the front guy, the salty devil.
Salty him.
Okay, both of those hit, so takes 2 blasts of force. The other bearded devil also dashes forward. Give cash.
I am how far away? 60 feet. Okay, so I will move 30 feet ahead and tell him to go to even deeper hell.
Okay.
Exactly 5, no more.
Wisdom save is a 15, so he ignores your comment. Seems to think he's already in deep enough hell as it is. Back. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Critical.
Come on.
Out.
Tonk.
Okay, that is
45.
45, okay. As he is running towards you and your friends, you hit him solidly in the chest, which he definitely does not like. He's still standing, but not looking entirely healthy. There he is.
Yes.
Matt MVP today. Clinker support.
I'm gonna blast the salt devil.
Okay.
Pushing back, obviously.
Okay, both of those hit, so that's 9 force damage, and then moves 20 feet.
You should have done this bastard, because pushing him 20 feet off the, or 10 feet off the edge would have been enough.
I think that's about here. Okay. His turn comes around.
He either
Moves.
moves and takes damage, or he
Right.
falls off his turn.
Yeah, he's probably not going to keep standing, so indeed he moves and takes whatever damage may come from that. Moves up to here, takes 8 thunder damage, and starts to cast a spell.
Clink would
spell?
like to arcana it.
Okay, give
Me
me.
too.
Okay, Gisela recognizes the spell as Harm, a fairly high-level necromancy spell which damages a creature and reduces its maximum hit points, but cannot actually reduce anything below 1 hit point.
Yeah, no. He doesn't get to do that. Intelligence check,
Okay.
I'm assuming?
Yeah. And that's high enough, so you successfully counter his spell.
Clink says no, bitch!
And you shouldn't have rolled even 1 lower, because that's a 6th level spell.
Clink is God. Clink is your new God. And your old God too. Because Clink is 2 people at once.
Clink is all your gods.
Yes. Clink prays to Krat. Of course, Clink is Krat is your overgod. Clink is just your local god.
It's a pyramid. It's a pyramid scheme.
Pyramid scheme. Okay, Clink recovers the charge he just spent, or his reaction rather. Moves 10 foot forward. Stab, stab, stab. The first one is booming bladed. The next, which fails. Next one is a regular attack. And I still haven't picked up that damned silver dagger, so I'm going to stab him with the other dagger as well.
Okay. Okay, but that's only the 2 because it's an offhand attack. I'm going to make the other dagger not include the
Yeah,
dex
I'll
modifiers. So there we go.
And then 20, 30, 40, 45 foot of movement. Clink is
Okay.
over.
So you run up, stab him twice successfully, and then run away again. Bravely, of course.
Yes. So Robin.
The bearded devil once again uses his full movement and his dash to actually get anywhere close.
This was a great idea.
Probably going to end up here. Gisela,
Which one is most damaged?
the furthest one.
Zap him. See if you can kill him. Because if we do, he can't get into combat range.
30 feet, and I have to get a little bit closer. 120 is my ratio, now I can reach him.
Okay. Both of those hit. He's barely still standing at this point. Also uses his full movement to get closer. Kivkash.
Okay. Because always works so well. Charge!
Oops.
Clink uses weapon proficiency.
I just realised I had forgotten to change that to short sword, which is what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's
Feel
a
free.
rapier, it's not light.
So Krivkash charges and
So which one is the more hurt of the two? Or was hit more?
the north one, this one.
Okay, good. And I will
Smite.
select this one.
Smite.
Okay, you successfully smack him into the ground, and he does not get up again.
I look at the other one, raise my mace, tilt my head questioningly.
Well,
Whack.
punk, do you feel lucky? Salty bastard. Yeah. Murderify him. It's like Spotify, but with murder.
Nope. Arrow whizzes past and flies into the abyss. Darius.
All right.
Oops. wrong button.
And blast him.
Okay, both of those hit, so that's 17.
And both push.
Okay, let's give him a dex save to see if he manages to hang on to this the thingy.
He does not.
It's a 19, so he's hanging by his fingertips over the edge of the railing.
Someone run up and punt him off.
Okay,
You're the next one.
the Salt Devil
Okay.
looks at you calculatingly, moves over here and starts to cast another spell.
Which spell is that?
Yes, Arcana.
Gisela recognizes the spell as teleport.
Ah.
No.
So
You're gonna stay here and die.
Okay, that's another intelligence check.
Bitch.
Okay, teleport is counterspelled.
How many of these spell
Wait.
slots do you have?
That's all
Clink?
my spell slots gone,
Yeah, right. He has 3 and he recovers 1 on a short rest, and this is.
which I've already done.
You know,
Wait.
I have counterspell too.
Yeah,
right?
no, I used my my recovery last at the short rest last time to recover the 3rd level spell slot, so I had 2 at the beginning of this. I have not cast anything other than counterspell this battle.
Okay.
Didn't you use
And-
three
Nope.
teleports in the first fight?
Yep. I used
Only
2
two?
teleports in the first
No,
fight.
he used the stun
And a,
once,
Misty
and then a
Step, which is a
teleport to
level
get
2.
up.
Right. Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Misty Step.
Okay. So in that case, he is now out of counter spells, but the devil does not manage to teleport away.
I pull the fingers at him. Little bitch! Now it's my turn.
It is indeed.
So I will once again recover my reaction. And then once again, charge 15 foot forward. Now, can I punt the guy off and still attack?
No. Punting is an attack. And wait. Actually, let me check that again. Shove.
Because I want to acrobatically shove him off the edge and then stab his friend in the face.
Right. If you have extra attack, a shove takes one of your attacks.
Okay, I shove.
It is.
What
it
do I
is,
roll for
however,
that?
That's
Acrobatics?
athletics.
That's a -1. Can I use acrobatics instead?
No.
Fuck it. Fuck it!
can use-
Falls to the wall! Yes!
You can use it's athletics offensively and acrobatics or athletics defensively. So he makes
Right.
a athletics check to counter you. Rolls a 14. So you run up and plant your foot on his fingers, crushing them, and he falls down towards the river Styx, disappears out of view.
And now I use my booming bladed attack to stab him his friend in the face. And miss.
And miss, indeed.
My regular bonus action to regular stab him in the face.
That's a hit.
And then I've got, that's 15, there's my movement.
Okay.
Clink is a fucking melee master.
Zilla.
Butterflies. Oh, that was. Okay.
Okay, 14 hits, 10 does not.
Yeah, so I come out of cover to shoot and I go back in like both times.
Okay, so you hit him with a little bit of force. This one is dead.
The
So,
butterfly
Krikash.
wings go past his cheek.
Gently caress his cheeks.
Yeah.
It's a remote fondle slot.
So, Krikash.
So, I will... Can I try to punt him over the edge?
That's a shove. So you can, but it takes your action.
I will try to do that.
Okay, so
This looks like a no.
let's see what his strength roll is. His strength roll is a 16, so you try to give him push, but he remains steadfast.
Nah, I'm not going to waste a spell shot on him.
Okay.
Just step to the side.
Okay, Mac.
Well, I got 2 attack. +7.
Okay. So the only idea here is that it's fun to push them off, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
I pushed him off.
Okay, both of those hits, so makes a dexterity saving throw to see if he can grapple onto the edge. Rolls a 13, so flies over the edge in a large wide arc and also falls down into the empty void.
Well, 2 out of 3 into the void isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but of course, if you throw devils into the void throws devils into you.
Yeah, they're not actually killed.
Yeah, that's not an actual thing.
Out of our way, so that's okay.
Could always shoot him on the way down. For a little bit, anyway.
Anyway, so that ends the combat as there are no more remaining enemies. So, standing close, Clink and Darius notice that the guy they haven't punted over the edge is carrying a small little bag at his waist.
Looting.
Which,
Yes.
as you
Theft.
take it, contains 30 odd obsidian chits with infernal writing on it.
I know Infernal.
So do I.
Darius also knows
So
Infernal.
does Darius. So by looking at what's written on it, it seems to be some sort of currency, because the things that are written on it are stuff like minted by this place and backed by this important person.
Are they soul
By our
coins?
imperial word, one Estain.
They're not whole coins.
Okay.
They're also not magical. They're just things.
Let's keep these.
Yeah. So there's 30 of them. Okay. So, with your access to the bridge now conveniently no longer interrupted, I assume you move on towards the tavern,
Yes.
and I suggest we take a short bio break here because I need a toilet visit. Mhm.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Huh.
So are we still missing someone?
Roll
No idea.
call.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Okay. Hax, you're
Speak
still
up if you
muted.
aren't.
Hax is still snacking on the snack, so she is muted but present. So, you pass over your newly conquered bridge and move on towards the pair of black antlers. And once you get in the street leading towards the building, you note that that Dino is trying to figure out which map he needs to go to. Nope, not this one. Right. You note that there seems to be a fight going on near the tavern between a group of devils and a group of very large humanoid bull-headed things. Namely these things. I have no idea who that is. Let me take you to the map. So you have what do you do in reaction?
What do we know about Minotaurs?
They're the smaller ones. The larger ones are called Maxitars.
Well, let me see. What would that be?
Oh, there's a peep snake, but no clink.
A terrible accident has gone horribly right.
Well, it's was a group decision that that Clink has been replaced by Keep Snake because he's more friendly. No, so
More friendly, but less damaging.
Well, less damaging to the party indeed, which is a good point.
That's true.
So I guess that's a history check or maybe a religion check. So you can pick whichever you wish.
I don't even know why I'm rolling.
Rolling is fun.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
Okay, so Gisela and Darius know what a Minotaur is. The rest of you just think that they're very weird people, and you. So Gisela and Darius remember that Minotaurs are creatures that are, at least originally, created in rituals that are associated with demons, specifically, what's his name again? The demon lord Baphomet. So in most civilized lands, they are not terribly welcome sights.
So
But on the other hand, demons are the enemies of devils, which
Yes.
is possibly related to why they're fighting.
let's beat the devils. We can try and keep
Who's
devils as friends
winning?
while we're here.
It seems like the fight has not gone on for very long, but it seems that without your interference, the Minotaurs might lose.
Yes, we will beat the devils. Beat the devils.
Pardon. Okay, that's all of you. Initiative for Lulu. So, first in the initiative order is Dino, who opens character sheets.
It's actually a surprise round.
They were already fighting, so there's no surprise. It's not like they're not doing anything these first 6 seconds. They're just attacking
No,
each other.
I mean the Dino got a surprise round. He's not ready.
Clink throws a bottle of hamburger at you.
A bottle of hamburger?
Yeah, a bottle of hamburger.
I have concerns.
I am no longer concerned about anything that Kling does.
Is it a hamburger smoothie or something?
Yeah,
I know it's in a bottle.
even then it was just been smushed.
Okay, Roll20 finally decided to actually open the character sheets. So, Bearded Devil does Beard and Glaive attack at the nearest Minotaur. Hits both times. Minotaurs makes 2 Constitution saves. Succeeds on both Constitution saves, so just takes damage. Gisela.
I am going to attack with. Wait, they're all together. Nah, I'm going to attack with butterflies. The bottom one that looks different from the others.
Yeah, the bottom one is a bearded devil, and the other one is a barbed devil, and the other one are bearded devils. Okay, 12 doesn't hit, 7 hits. 19 hits, I mean, with 7 damage. Darius.
I feel like making an entrance. I'm a shatter all of the devils at once.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. You can probably do so without hitting any of the other people. I think it's a 10-foot radius, right?
It is a. I don't know what that is because it
Shatter
doesn't.
is a yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
can.
just drop it right here on center on this tile.
What?
No,
No, I don't.
If you drop it here, if you drop it here, you only hit the devils and no minotaurs.
But
Yeah.
you want to hit everything, didn't you?
What? No,
No, we
Just
don't want to
the-
hit the Minotaurs. Minotaurs are our friends.
they are
As
not
long as
yet
we're
our
in
enemies.
hell, at
Yes.
They are the enemies of our enemies.
That doesn't make them our friends. They're our enemies' enemies and nothing more.
Sure.
we have a hard enough time with all the devils already. We're not going to have the other ones also attack us.
Okay.
Well, we don't know. If we kill all the devils, will those minotaurs attack us? We don't know this.
No, they
So the
won't,
easiest
because we already talked with the demons before.
Well, on the
I
other
know we
hand,
talk with different demons.
on the other hand, if you do attack the minotaurs, you can probably be fairly certain that they will attack you.
Ah, but we will have gotten the first hurt in, so they'll be wounded.
Kling, do not attack the Minotaurs.
So the barbed devil takes full damage. The other ones manage to save for half damage. So that's 23 for the barbed devil and 11 for the other ones. Okay. Minotaur hits the nearest devil with his great axe. Leaving a fairly large wound. Mac. No, not with the 13. So, arrow bounces off his hide, leaving no mark. He pays it no mind and tears into the nearest Minotaur. Hitting the Minotaur with his tail and his claws. Okay, the barbed devil does his thing again, beard and glaive. Beard misses, the glaive hits the Minotaur. Minotaur makes a constitution saving throw, fails his constitution saving throw. So is now bleeding.
No, why would Clink have Fireball? Fireball's useless against devils, remember? I could have Snorlax Snowball Swarm,
Yeah,
but I
or
thought you guys would prefer me being able to Thunderstep and Dispel Magic, which is what I got this round.
yeah. Anyway, the Minotaur slashes his great axe at the barbed devil, but misses. Next Minotaur. Lowers his head, runs up to the barbed devil. And hits it straight on with his horns, leaving a fairly large piercing wound and throwing him backwards. Oh wait, he has to make a saving throw for that. Reading. Okay, it's not thrown backwards because succeeds on the saving throw.
Clink has no third level spell slots at the moment, but haste is also not memorized. It's also not very useful to us. It was purely for getting cracked to poon things.
Well, haste is useful on Mac because Mac can use one
That's
of his
true.
actions to attack and the other one to hold an action until someone else's turn. Yep. Yeah. So, other bearded devil moves in close and does his usual beard and glaive attack, neither of which managed to hit the Minotaur. Clink.
I think. Right, Clink will not engage in combat, so Clink will cast. Okay, no, not okay. Necrotic Touch at this ugly guy.
Okay, 12 does not hit.
Clink will then have a nap.
Okay. Give cash.
So how far away are we exactly? Too far for casual walking.
That's why Clink didn't bother.
Yeah, I like to punch people in the face. And that's 60 feet range. Okay, and I will tell the dead the barbed one.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw. That's a 25 on the wisdom saving throw. So he does not take damage. Shrugs off the spell.
There's several things I want to tell you guys. With the
Shut
first
up,
being
YouTube
that
person.
from this point on, I'll be taking this on with.
Lulu sticks with where most of the people are. This Minotaur, how much speed does he have again? Okay. Runs around and tries to gore the top devil. Hitting him with his horns, leaving a sizable wound, and the devil makes a strength saving throw. Fails his strength saving throw, so is pushed away and is prone. Apparently so.
This happens regularly.
Yeah. Well, especially given the fact that I have two sides in the same battle, it's fairly easy to do more damage against myself.
Yes.
Okay, so devil hits the Minotaur with his beard and his glaive, and the Minotaur fails both his Constitution saving throws, so is He's now poisoned and bleeding fairly heavily. Gisela.
I'm going to casually walk forward as well. And Butterfly being the barbed devil.
Okay, 17 hits. Darius.
Yes. I might as well move up as well. And blast. Probably the top left and bottom left.
Okay. Top left is blasted and does not get up again. Bottom left, your ray hits the cobblestone, but not the actual devil.
It happens.
It happens indeed. Minotaur starts his turn, so has to take damage from the bleeding. Okay. Seems to be nearly bleeding out. Decides to get angry and
Become Krat.
Krat emerges from his chest.
still tries to hit him with his great axe. And hitting the devil with a slashing attack. Mac. Pew, pew. 18 hits, so Barbed Devil takes a sharp sting when the bolt latches into his back. Okay, so Barbed Devil turns around. Now he's been poked from behind. Mistakes the target of the... Wait, no. Never mind. Just going to attack the Minotaur because he would be attacking at range with disadvantage, and that's not something he's going to do. Tears into the Minotaur next to him again. Bearded Devil is dead. So the Minotaur slashes his great axe at the nearest devil, dealing a fairly large wound. The other Minotaur does the same. Cuts down the devil. Which means it's Klink's turn.
I suppose Clink should move forward 10, 30, 40 foot. This guy here is going to get a necrotic touch to his face hole.
Okay, 17 hits.
And then Clink calls him an ugly bastard. And ends his turn.
Okay. Kivkash.
So, and I walk forwards again. And tell the barbed one again to fuck off.
Okay, another wisdom saving throw. That's a 9, so it takes 18 necrotic damage as a bell tolls and part of his flesh starts to turn black. Lulu moves up to about here, I guess. Or here? I don't know. Anyway, Minotaur takes a step backwards and then rushes into the nearest devil. Cutting it down with its gore attack, leaving only the barbed devil standing. Gisela.
Barbed devil.
Pew pew. Yes.
Even critical only does 6.
Fear the 6 damage critical hits.
Yes.
Fear it. Yeah, it could have been 20, but
That would have relied me on rolling the highest number 3 times in a row. Once for the critical and then 2 times for the damage.
that was technically as plausible as rolling a 20, a 1, and a 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, he is still standing at this point, but he looks fairly wounded. Darius.
Alright, let's fix that. I feel like keeping a spell slot around, so blast him. Alright, that was underwhelming.
Yeah, 16 hits, but the 10 does not, so he's still standing, despite your vicious 2 force damage.
Yes, vicious.
Vicious.
Hear me.
One of the Minotaurs will just finish him off.
Well, the next Minotaur takes more damage on the start of his turn from his bleeding wound and actually falls unconscious from that.
Okay. Then Mac will kill him.
So, Mac. Okay. Mac fires a bolt at the barbed devil and he does not get up again after being shot down. So, the nearest Minotaur nods at you. Unless you want to go on and attack them.
No,
No.
will not. I say
I kind of want to, but
Come here often.
He points at you and then at the devils and asks in extremely broken common in a questioning tone, enemy?
we are enemies of the devils, yes.
Pull out the devil's head.
He seems to be
Send the right message.
he seems to be convinced by this answer and puts his weapon away and points at you and then points in the other direction and say, "Come talk, Korowak."
Okay.
And he seems to be pointing at the tavern you were already going to.
We were going
Sweet.
there anyway.
oh yes, I think Crank will take the silver dagger.
Okay, so take it from the bag of holding and put it in your inventory.
Yeah.
Also, so they walk away, leaving behind their companion who is bleeding out.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that guy too.
We wait for them to walk away, and then I stab the guy who's bleeding out in the head.
I think by the time you get there, he's probably already dead, but yeah.
I make sure. Good.
So,
I mean, we're not enemies, but I'm also not going to use spell slots or something to heal him.
yeah. So, we move on towards the tavern, which is basically right off the map, but it's on a separate map. Over here.
Mhm.
Over here, blackness, dark.
All right, I should probably put your tokens on the map. That seems like a sensible thing to do.
Nah.
Nah. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay, now you should be able to see stuff.
Yes.
You've
Yeah.
also you came from the left, so you've seen this part of the building. There you go. As you approach, you also note that there seem to be some spined devils on the roofs of the buildings nearby, far enough to not be easily targetable, but close enough that they can still keep an eye on the tavern.
Far enough for Mac.
Well, Mac might be able to fire at them, but other than that, they're a bit far away. But they are also not attacking, so
Oh. Maybe we should leave them for.
so the Minotaurs lead the way, squeeze their way into the tavern, despite their fairly large frame.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Turning to formation.
Okay.
Oh, Lulu is gone. Ah.
3 Minotaurs behind a bar. That seems like a joke opening right there.
Yeah.
They are squeezed in
And
there
they're
too.
also all three unconscious.
Well,
3
so
Minotaurs
really
walk into a
drunk.
bar.
as you enter the bar, you see that it has been somewhat wrecked by some things. So there's like broken furniture and broken glass on the floor. Some of the chairs are broken. There's an empty brass plaque hanging over the bar, and there are loud snores coming from behind the bar, which is the 3 Minotaurs who are passed out next to empty kegs of kale and drained bottles. And the Minotaur that was leading you walks further towards the back into this small room and has a short conversation in Abyssal, which I think only Krivkash understands.
I don't understand it.
I don't think I do either.
I understand a lot of things.
I'm not sure where Krivkash learned Abyssal, but
Nerd.
it's on his character sheet, so
He just randomly picked it up somewhere.
just one of
You know
those
how it
things you
is.
learn, like the language of demons.
Yeah.
Just a basic thing. So Krivkash just notes that he just tells this story of what happened outside and commends your strength in battle, and that you may be able to help and all that.
Or strength
And
in
then
that.
waves you inward.
We go in
Yeah.
formation. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, so the one on the left is Korowak, the one on the right is a demon. You have seen one of these before. And near the in the docks, you have seen one of these before.
Hello. I say cautiously.
Okay, so So you see a room which is somewhat littered with bodies of both humanoids and devils. A minotaur wearing black plate armor, and the devil bodies seem to have mazes carved into their chests. There's a minotaur wearing black plate armor, which has 2 black antlers attached to his horns. He's sitting on a mound
Horns
of
on
that.
horns, that's a bit.
Yeah. Actually, give me a religion check,
Okay.
just for fun.
Oh no.
Because rolling dice is fun.
He's horny.
Yes. No, not Silver. Clink remembers that the demon lord Baphomet is often depicted with large horns of antler-like kind. So you see this minotaur and also a Baralgura demon standing next to him, looking at you judgingly.
I look back cautiously.
I am told you are strong.
So am
We
I.
murder things.
So we are.
We wish to go towards the south, where more demons should be, but the devils are keeping this tavern inside.
Actually, that's true. There are more demons there.
Yes.
We met them. They didn't seem too fond of us. Only a little bit.
Well, if you help us get out of here towards the south and defeat the devils that are ambushing us, I will reward you with a thing I found.
Seems good. We also are here to fetch some stuff from this tavern, so we're going to fetch that first. We don't want to go back and forth the whole time, so.
I'm not sure if there's much intact in this tavern, but you do what you want to do. Just don't annoy my people, because they have a short temper.
Short tempers.
I asked my
Midget.
teammates if they agree to escort these guys to the other demons. We wanted to pass by there anyway once to show the head, so.
Yeah, more the merrier.
Escort a demon, escort a Jew. Same
Okay,
difference.
then I suggest we first go look upstairs for the stuff that we wanted to find
Yeah.
here.
Actually, now I remember, Ontar would have probably told you where exactly you should look.
Okay.
So that seems like a logical thing he would have done. So he would have told you that the secret room he has stashed the stuff in is hidden in the cellar behind the secret door, which is hidden behind the banner.
Behind the other secret door, behind the secret painting, behind the secret curtain.
just a secret door behind the banner, and you need to speak the password at the back. That's written at the back of the door, or otherwise the tunnel collapses on you.
I want to speak this password quietly in the hope that the demons haven't heard.
Okay, but so
No
that's
need
in the
to spill
cellar,
their secrets.
and his room is upstairs, and there might be some things left of interest, but most of the interesting stuff is in the cellar.
Okay.
Like in his room, he had his personal stuff, which might have contained a few scrolls still, but the actual thing you're to get is in the cellar.
Okay, since we left all the books at the High Hall and the market to make room in our bag of holding, we will probably have enough to take all of it.
So, where do you wish to go?
Okay, then I guess we're going to ask. Oh, we already did all the cellar stuff, or?
Nope.
Ah, okay, to the cellar.
I just told you what Ontar would have told you.
Okay, we go to the cellar.
Okay, so one of the Minotaurs escorts you. The cellar is down via the kitchen, which is over here.
That's good. We need a lookout. It seems like a good idea.
Okay, so he tells the people in the kitchen that you are okay. So I assume everyone except Mac, or at least Gisela, goes down to the cellar.
At least
Yes.
I'm perfectly courageous. I go in my own, and I collect all the stuff that I want to collect, or I go together with my friends. Collect.
Did Darius get yeeted off the map again?
What?
I
No.
don't see him.
I'm
Where are?
I'm still in the boss room.
Oh, there you are. Sorry. Okay. So you note that the cellar is mostly debris from crates and barrels, and whatever food was here seems to have been eaten. And there's also one tattered banner of the Order of the Gauntlet on this
Yes.
wall. Looking behind it, and with the knowledge that there is indeed a secret door there, finds a secret door.
Whoa, a secret door, guys.
Whoa!
But
And
you
I
feel like,
happen to know the password.
yes, well, actually you can't read the password on the back of the door, but Darius can, because it's in Celestial.
Yes.
Well, no one will
Oh,
ever
look.
put passwords on Orin. That's dumb. Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
that's any language Click knows.
Darius speaks the password written on the back of the door.
I do so just loud enough for the door to hear, but no one else.
Okay. Which reveals a corridor going into a room as promised.
Collecting stuff.
So,
Collecting. Stashing it all in the bag. Oh, someone fell away. Who
we
fell
are
away?
missing Norvals.
Barrels.
His network just dies occasionally.
Okay, we'll wait until he... Oh, there he is again.
Just Discord crash.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you find a room with several weapons stashed in it, and a lot of ammunition as well. Most of the weapons being silvered. I didn't really make a list of them, since you are probably going to give most of them away anyway. And you also see his desk, on which okay, I'm going to put this a little bit quieter. So you also see his desk, on which there are a variety of papers. Are Krivkas and Klink gonna stay in the cellar?
Well, there's not much
It's good
point
to have
going
a
in there.
lookout. It's a good idea to have a lookout, I guess.
Okay, so let me see. I had a handout somewhere. So there's a lot of papers and books on Ontar's desks. Well, you probably know that the Order of the Gauntlet is a mostly religiously affiliated group that more or less spans the Sword Coast and tries to just keep things running smoothly. So, yeah. Given that the Sword Coast doesn't really have countries, just city-states, so the Order of the Gauntlet is one of those organizations that tries to just organize against common threats.
They probably have fist-themed names for their ranks too.
Possibly so.
Their symbol is a gauntlet, so
Yeah.
Glove,
Yeah.
gauntlet, hamburger.
can I read these documents? Research on the Dragonborn population, that sounds interesting.
Well, you can read them, but it's probably going to take a bit of time if you want to do so. Actually, the parchment in particular catches Krivka's attention, given if he is actually paying attention, given the fact that one of the few symbols on it is the symbol of Tamara.
Ooh, shiny. Want.
This is so a code.
It's a fucking map. They
And
need another map to find the location.
It
Do
actually
we have
reminds Krivkas of another map he has in his inventory, which was the reason he came to Altrel in the first place.
Mm-hmm. This looks like it would match up with my map.
The star on the one map is going to depict something on the other map.
the location? Yes. Do you overlay the maps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, overlaying the maps and with putting
Is
the light a light behind them, probably.
That's the part of Elturel with the high hall, I think. Between the two rivers, or left one of the rivers.
Our powers combined.
So the obvious building.
I'm
Yeah.
going to close.
Do you want me
Hey.
to take you back to the city map for a bit?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a second. That's here.
I think it's the High District.
Doesn't quite match up, and the map is older than what's we are seeing here, because there on the map there's some kind of tower, and in the map we have of the
The tower is the High Hall. You see the building
not.
at the building at the.
there's a the tower exactly under the star.
The tower. What? Oh yeah,
There's something
maybe
that
that's...
looks like a clock tower or some
You can see the
something
high
with a-
halls down at the bottom. And
something
it's
with a conical roof.
I do think it's the High District that this depicts,
Yeah,
but
it's-
maybe indeed the buildings have changed since it was drawn.
Yeah.
At least the High Hall has collapsed, so
This is where I'd assume.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Gisela would probably know that in that location at the moment there is a former temple which is called the Old High Harvest Home. It used to be a temple to Chantea, but during the occupation of the vampire 50 years ago, it was filled with refugees, and then all the refugees inside were murdered by vampires. So at the moment, it's a combination of a memorial and a used for civil government, or at least
Okay.
before the city fell into hell.
And what was this parchment for?
Plot.
Whose was it again? Krivkash? Krivkash, where did you get this parchment? What is it for?
It is something that's supposed to guide me to the claw of Tamara and a holy artifact of my goddess.
Well, what a coincidence that we find this here.
What a coincidence!
Yeah. It's almost as if we are the protagonist in a book or something.
Yeah, but that would be weird.
Yeah. Doesn't happen in real life, of course.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
probably just some demon trying to fuck with me.
Well, we can go take a look when we pause. I mean, we were going to the left side of the city sometime, so
Yeah, I would enjoy being able to go there.
there probably will be enough occasion to pause there, I think. Let's first finish the demon thing.
Okay. So, anything else you want to do here downstairs?
I want to look at all the texts if something catches my eye, but I assume not because you would probably already told it then.
I probably would have put it in the handout, so it's mostly
Okay.
so it's mostly that's in one of those excavations in an old cellar is probably where Ontar would have found this parchment and then looked into the books about the old dragonborn population several centuries ago to see what it was for.
Are you descendant of the dragonborns of Elturel, Krivkash?
I have no idea. I mean, like I traveled like 3 years to get even down here. If it was, it's like
Are you an orphan?
100 generations ago or something like that.
How long was this ago, this historical event that...
I'm not entirely sure. In the canonical D&D universe, it's only been a century, but that doesn't really make any sense. So, several centuries ago.
Okay. Tell me a bit of your family, Krivkash, just to pass the time while we walk.
Don't force me to make up background while I'm walking.
You can just say that you're telling stuff or you don't want to tell stuff.
Yeah, I'm just telling you some bullshit stories about how I spent most of my time in the monastery, annoying my teachers, breaking artifacts I shouldn't have broken.
Are
Like
you
one
sure
time,
you
some
still want
very
to
annoyed
swap?
demon came along and told me that I shouldn't break his contracts. Luckily, it was just some cheese sandwich or something, so he wasn't that angry about me. Yes. Do not ask me. I just found it and broke it.
Oh, so you have a career in destroying contracts.
Like very minor ones.
The ideal person to have along.
I don't do that anymore. I just put them in a shelf and polish them, so they don't
Well,
break anymore.
Our entire purpose here is to do that again. So.
I hope you've been getting cabin fever. I haven't broken a priceless artifact or a contract in weeks.
Just give it to me, turn around for 5 minutes and it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one
deal.
knows how he does it.
Not even myself know.
You're like the baby on what's one of those comics that they brought into a nuclear power plant
Yeah, that was
to
an
find
SM.
the one that they lost for a few weeks already.
Yeah. And he's gnawing on it.
Yes. So,
And
I
then we go
assume,
look in his bedroom where there also might be stuff that he wanted
yeah.
us to find.
So I assume you stuff everything in the bag of holding
Everything.
as you
The
often
number
do.
of sharp objects in there is quite daunting.
Yes. Well, I mean, there's probably some silvered daggers and some silver's other weapons and a bunch of silvered ammunition.
Yes, yes, we want all the silvered stuff.
Is there any silvered short swords?
There's probably several silver short swords.
Okay,
If you-
what's a silvered short sword? I'm switching up to it.
Can I also change my dagger into a silver dagger? Not that I ever use it, but I want to.
There's
Hey, if I
not-
get a silvered short sword, you can have my silvered dagger.
Okay, silver dagger.
And short sword's 1d6, right?
yeah,
It's
Sure.
light.
sure you can.
It doesn't have a range on it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, so you
Um,
can throw a dagger, but you can't throw a short sword.
And is it piercing or slashing?
Piercing.
Okay. Well, that's odd, but whatever.
No, short swords are stabby.
I
Despite
guess
what,
I'm thinking Gladius.
despite what they show in movies, most short swords are indeed used to stab forward and not to make fancy slashing motions. Hex is whirling around as if she's standing in front of an orchestra. Anyway, Minotaur joins you upstairs, and I'll take you to the actual upstairs. Is everyone going upstairs, or?
I am going upstairs, but we're still on the Ultral map.
Oh, right.
I see no reason not to go upstairs.
It's above the
No.
kitchen.
Okay, so take you back to the actual map. You get up the stairs here.
Checking the rooms.
Yeah, well, this thing over here, this is the stairs, so
Okay. Ah, that's wait. We are already upstairs, right?
yeah, you're already upstairs.
Okay, so we just open the doors to the rooms. See
Okay,
if there's
so-
anything in there.
These two rooms just contain sleeping Minotaurs who are not terribly happy at being awoken.
You'll be happy when we bring you to your friends in a minute. You'll have to wake up anyway. Get rest. I say that directly to the Minotaurs. It's time to get up. We'll be leaving soon. Get rest.
He doesn't seem terribly convinced, but
I get out of the vision range of the Minotaur.
He doesn't seem terribly convinced. Even not when I throw.
okay. In further consideration, he starts to get dressed.
And brush your teeth.
The next room is empty.
Do I see any secret doors?
Give me a perception check. 15. You see any secret doors? You see a lack of secret doors.
Okay, this room has a lack of secret doors. Let's go to the next room.
The next door also appears to be empty, although you have a feeling that you see something from the corner of your eye near the ceiling, but by the time you look up, you don't see anything anymore.
Do we have an imp detector? Do we have an imp detector, people, for the invisible little annoying creatures? We don't, I guess. But
What?
he's not here, right? Can Krivkas Jr. use his blind sight to check this room, please?
Sure. You want like a perception check? That's kind of sight, right?
Clink spends some minutes doing a ritual cast of detect magic. Not midget.
Detect midget.
It just points him at Mac.
Detect ninja. I wonder how many spells in D&D were made with a misspelling.
But he has
Okay.
blind sight at what was it, 10 feet or something?
10
so
feet, so he flies around.
better, yeah.
He doesn't see any invisible imps. Or any visible imps either. Gisela does note that a part of the floor, despite the rest of the floor being fairly cluttered with debris, is neatly kept free next to the bed, and there's a piece of rope and a small pouch next to the cleared area next to the bed.
This is suspicious, guys. I want to investigate this thing.
Poke it.
Please revive me if I die.
Okay, what do you do?
I look out the window where the rope is going.
No, the rope is just lying on the floor.
Ah. I
It's just the rope.
pick up the rope.
It's a rope.
I pick up the pouch.
It's a pouch. What's in the pouch?
Is this becoming a point-and-click adventure?
Okay.
Now combine the rope and the pouch to what?
Okay. So the
Soap
pouch,
on a rope.
the pouch contains white powder and a twisted loop of parchment. Is
I
Clink
snort the
paying
white powder.
Clink is apparently not paying attention.
I snort the white powder.
Okay, give me an
yes.
Arcana check.
Meanwhile, I look under the bed.
Wait, what? Oh, that's on the. Oh, my view shows it as on 18, but it's actually a 4. What the fuck?
Okay, given the fact that you have this spell in your spellbook, you recognize this as a material component for the rope trick spell.
I snort the powder. wait. What's the material?
So
There's
you're
someone in an invisible room here
Powder
upstairs
corn extract.
with the rope.
yes, so you're snorting cornstarch.
That's gonna make your nasal passages interesting. You're gonna be sneezing
It's not
oobleck.
very baked.
Okay, I call out to the air above the rope trick thing, and I say, "Hey, we're humans. We're probably friends, unless you're a devil. If you're a devil, then you can stay hidden right where you are.
You know what we
Otherwise,
do? You know what we do? Rope trick only lasts, what, an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a nap.
So we just lock the door and we wait.
You just
I'll
wait
just
an
try
hour.
and talk first.
Wait an hour instead of talking.
Yeah,
Sounds
I just ask, hey, we're humans. We come from the High Hall. We also been to the marketplace. If you want safe passage out of here, now might be the time to come out.
Otherwise, we're going to sit here and spawn camp you, and when you come out, we're going to murder you.
No, we're not going to murder you unless you're a devil. If you're a devil, just stay hidden where you are. Then we don't want. You probably don't want to come out anyway. But if you're not a devil, then we're friends.
You hear a very faint whisper, close the door.
Okay, I
Clink-
close the door.
Clink
Quiet.
enters the room, and then we close the door.
Okay, the rest of you stays outside.
Yeah, let them stay outside then.
Okay.
It will be less suspicious to the Minotaur.
Okay, so Hat peeks down and lets the rope down so you can climb into the rope trick area as well.
A nice little camp you got here. It's better than a
Clink
treehouse.
casts Dragon's Breath.
No, Clink does not trust Dragon's Breath. I counterspell your Dragon's Breath. If you really do that.
Don't think he's going to.
No, that was a joke. I wouldn't waste Dragon's Breath on a woman.
So the person in the area of the rope trick seems to be a Eastern woman in her 20s who looks at you curiously and says, "So, what brings you here?"
We were
Murder and
going.
mayhem.
We were going to fetch
Looting.
some stuff for Onter. In the meantime, we killed some devils, befriended some demons, and yeah. Going to
She says
fight some
befriended,
stuff.
but what she means is we've been hired to kill some more devils.
Okay, I see.
After all, why not make the demons pay for us murdering things we would do for free?
Okay. Well, I myself, I used to stay in this tavern when the city fell. Then I fled to the Keep of the Twin Suns, which is a bit northeast from here. But I forgot my spellbook in the tavern, so I came back to pick it up a few days ago. And then shortly after I got here, all these demons and minotaurs appeared. So I've been hiding since then.
Well, that's a bit unlucky, isn't it?
Well, it's
Yeah.
okay. We befriended them, as I said, so they won't attack you now as long as you stay with us. And we're going to pause by the marketplace. There's a fairly large, safe area for humans and dwarves and halflings and all that stuff there. So if you want somewhere safe to go, or not reasonably safe in the current circumstances, you could come with us and go there.
Sounds better than staying here. So
The
sounds
other
good.
reasonably safe place is the High Hall. We can also bring you there, but then you'll have to stick with us a bit longer.
I'm fine with either. I was staying in the other keep, which is relatively small, but there's few people there, so it was also relatively safe most of the time. But wherever you go, I'll follow.
Oh,
As long as it's not staying here.
That's good. Wherever we go, you'll follow. Oh, I always like followers. Also, keep an eye out for my great-grandson, Krat. He's a half-orc. We kind of lost him. So if you see him, please tell us.
Well, I have seen nothing but the inside of this room the last 2 days, but I will do so.
Thank you. Okay, now we can go check the other rooms, because we still had to fetch some stuff. So I open the door again. And I say to the Minotaurs, she's with us. She's good.
Minotaur raises an eyebrow but seems to approve, insofar he can approve of things.
And then we go check out the other rooms.
Okay, so this one is also empty. This one has a Minotaur in it as well.
I say to the Minotaur, get up, we're going to leave soon. Get dressed and brush your teeth.
Tagwache, ding, 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 ding.
This one is empty and probably cheap. And the last one is has a wrok in it and several papers strewn over the floor and a small broken altar in the corner.
Is a Vrock also a demon?
Well,
Yes, it is.
I say, hey Vrock, you also have to get up, we're going to leave soon. So prepare.
The Wrok,
Also, Clink, before you desecrate this altar, we're going to check if there's none of Ontar's stuff on there.
okay.
okay, so the Wrok was actually asleep and is now making sounds like 5 more minutes.
Well,
I throw a bottle of holy water at it.
you can stay in bed as long as you like, but if we're leaving you behind if you're not ready. And
He
did
does
I?
not, but
Yeah, he does not.
doesn't seem terribly pleased, but seems to be waking up.
They all accept without problems that I'm here as a grandmother to wake them up.
Wait, so
Even a demon.
He's not awake enough yet to question that.
you know how you can use the spell Bless to make water into holy water?
No.
Oh wait, has that rule changed? Probably has.
Yeah, now
what-
it's just a class, a thing that paladins and clerics can do.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, can you do that on someone's bladder? Portable holy water.
No, but making holy water also takes an hour or something, so.
And do I find anything of Ontar in any of the rooms?
So the altar is, well, there's a message carved into the altar, which is also in Celestial, so you can't read it.
Darius!
What?
Or was it Krivkash?
No, Darius.
It's Darius, we have a celestial message here.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm starting to fall off. I read it. Yes.
So it says the thing that I'm going to paste into chat.
Uh-huh. Yes, it says that.
Can you say that out loud in Celestial? Maybe it's a password again.
Would it be
It
the
takes
same
them to the
password?
high hall from the cellar. If you state Torm's word, which is probably Torm.
Uh-huh.
So that's the thing you find on the altar.
Maybe it's another secret door that goes to a tunnel.
Yeah, maybe you can just, if you speak it as a sort of password, maybe something will happen.
Yeah, a tunnel that goes across the river. Wait, no.
This kind of suggests that there's a tunnel between the cellar here and the high hall. But
Yeah,
if Ontar knew of that, wouldn't he have let us go through there? That would have been way easier than going through the whole city. Unless he doesn't know about it.
Either that or it's just a sparkle trail. I mean, we could go down there real quick and say it and see what happens.
Yeah, good idea. And do you say it here with the altar also? Just to check if something happens?
Sure. See if
Nothing
it glows.
Nothing happens here.
Then we can
Okay.
go check the cellar.
Okay, you're not checking the rest of the room?
Yes, I'm checking every room.
I mean, you didn't say, you just say I checked the altar.
Yeah, but I wanted to check if I find any of Ontar's stuff in any of the rooms.
Okay, give me a perception check for this room. Okay. Between the scraps of paper, you find 2 scrolls of protection against evil and good. I think you already have some of them in the bag of holding, so you can just increase the amount. And there seems to be a loose board underneath the bed, but the frog slaps your hand away when you get close to it.
I say, come on,
Mine.
Frog. What does he say?
It's mine. My food.
Is it food under there?
You can't really see underneath the floorboards.
Okay, I say, come on, guy, you have to get up. If you're not up in 5 minutes, we're just gonna leave without you. I'll just come check back later when he's up.
Clink rope tricks and hides. I don't have rope tricks saved, so I can't do that, but still.
And you are also in full sight of people, so
Just
Yeah,
go
but that's
stand
easy to
in.
do.
You can stand
Yeah,
in
I'd
the
have to-
little room here.
I'd have to swap out a spell slot, which I need a long rest for.
Clink,
Yeah.
there's
rather
just a room
memorized.
here. You can go in and close the door behind you.
I mean,
You
Clink,
don't
actually,
need
yeah, that's
magic.
an idea. Clink just uses stealth to hide in a room.
and you are going to use stealth to make people forget you exist.
He just goes in and
Yes.
goes to sleep. Yeah, he needs a nap. We're just going to the cellar.
Or what are you trying to accomplish by staying upstairs?
To
Waiting
loot
until
that
the
board.
fog is gone.
The Vrock hasn't seen me, the others have, but I'll come down after the Vrock.
Okay,
Much clever, right? I hide under the bed.
okay, sure. So the rest of you go downstairs
Yes.
or something. Okay,
Yes.
to the downstairs we go. Draggy, drag. It's part of the downstairs. Here is more of the downstairs. The Minotaur follows you. No, not.
Mostly I'm counting on them not being able to count.
I mean, honestly, he doesn't really care. So, and then slowly the rest of the Minotaurs also start moving downward, filling most of the tavern downstairs.
We
Does
just
the Vrock
have
head
to.
down too?
We have to check something in the cellar first.
Okay, eventually the rock also squeezes through. Are you keeping an eye or just watching through the bed?
I am keeping an eye through the from underneath the bed and through the crack in the door.
Okay, well, you notice that the rock, when he comes walking past, is carrying a large piece of what seems to be some sort of meat as he walks past. And then walks down the stairs. So, what are you doing?
Well, once he's downstairs, I'm going to go and loot that floorboard.
Okay. Getting to the floorboard, you lift it and you see that it is in most of the area underneath it is covered in blood, but there's still a small pouch stained with blood that has been left behind. So you
I
have
open the pouch.
you have the feeling that the Vrock was keeping his lunch down here. The Vrock contains a potion of diminution and a potion of growth.
I have no idea what either of those do. Well, except
Diminution
the
is
growth one.
shrinking and growth is growing, I
I
guess.
think
Wait,
so.
wait. Is this the start of fucking Alice in Wonderland?
It is.
Yeah, the potion is basically the spell enlarge reduce, but one of the parts.
Fair enough.
So one is enlarge, one is reduce.
Mm.
I'll add those to your list of potions by next session. So, something else you want to do here?
No, I'll head downstairs, I suppose, with the others.
Okay.
Mm.
Do we check the cellar on the way back after we have escorted all the demons? Maybe then
I
they
was
won't
thinking-
they won't be looking on our what we're doing.
I give Mac the potion of strength person and tell him it's a potion of growth.
Mean.
And I give the potion of growth. I give the potion of growth to Krivkash. Because a grown-up Krivkash would be quite useful.
Large. Krivkash is now a large creature.
Yes. Except, can you? Growth doesn't impact the breast weapon, does it? It's such a
I
shame,
don't
man.
think so.
Yeah, you'd hope it would, because that would be hilarious. Just like a 60-foot line of breath.
Bruh.
Okay. Unless there's something else you want to do in this tavern, then the group of you heads outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to do the same, so yeah. It needs place to break the session up. So is everyone free next Saturday?
I
Yep.
think so, yes.
Should be.
Are we free next Saturday?
Uh,
I don't think we have anything to do in the evening, but Hex is checking.
yeah, it was my wrong eye channel. No, only before noon.
Okay, in that case, I'll see you next Saturday.
Okay.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.